Hey everyone, it's Bob from the Board Game Rundown, and today we're going to take a look inside the final production copy of Forges of Ravenshire. If you've been watching our channel, you know that we are huge fans of this game. We've been playing pre-production copies, but this here is what the Kickstarter backers and what's going to be on the shelves at your friendly local game stores. So let's take a look inside and see what is in there. Very excited. All right. Open up the top. It's very green on the inside. Very green. Extra baggies. Those are always helpful. Well, I mean, you know how I feel about these gargantuan-sized rule books, but having read the first slate, I know it's very easy to learn out of the book. So it is very easy to read. I could probably hold it up. You could probably read it from way over there. But I know that what's inside these books will let you learn the game. It is organized very well. That's how we learned it. So, yeah. Lots of cardboard. Lots of cardboard. We've got the upgrades for our forges, it looks like. We have the lockout bars that'll be locking out our guilds. We have some really nice-looking trays, and I love it when they do this. You got a little piece of plastic that's going to hold everything down inside the trays where they go. That's awesome. Glad that companies are starting to do more of that because, you know, you think you have this really nice insert, you put everything in there, then you put the game up on your shelf, and then it all falls out of the tray because there's nothing to hold it in there. That's going to hold all that stuff in place. That is good thinking and planning. We've got two separate game trays here. Looks like separate places to hold all of your bits, your goods, and your mystic goods, and your money. That'll all fit in there, and they've got separate lids for those to hold all of that inside. That is very good, like that. Looks like there's a little dice well in here because you get a lot of dice. Ooh, that was a fancy one that just fell out. We got green, purple. Oh man, yeah. And those colors, even in this lighting, this is really, I could tell them apart. You got your yellow die, your green die, your purple die. You got your fancy die, so depending on if you're like one of the asymmetrical player powers, you can get these like the Badger die here. He gives you an extra die to use for production. The Raven die here that lets you get double collection bonus when you place that die down. Those are beautiful. And then not only do they fit inside of this well, the well has a groove. So it's easy to scoop those dice right out of there. You're not just trying to finger them out and get them out, and it's having that well, that curve on the inside of the well makes it real easy to get those dice out of there. So again, another good design. It's almost like they were listening to us when they were designing this insert or something. I don't know. We got, these are your player cubes, a bunch for each person. I believe there should be 12 to 15 cubes in here for each color. And they're going to go on your player boards, which are going to be down inside here, I'm sure. This is the main board, it looks like. So your main board has the cutouts in there. That's where you're going to be placing your dice and picking up dice and gathering all of your resources. Your guild members that you'll be purchasing will be going here with nice arrows on there to indicate that, yes, they'll be moving down and sliding down, and as you reveal more, they will move down the board and then fall off at the end of each season. The track at the bottom that indicates, you know, instant effects on resources you gain and what tier you are as far as contracts you're able to take. We got the small cards here of the contracts and the titles. The titles are just like, you know, who was the first one to get 5 of these, or the first one to get 4 of these. And one of the nice things that I was told they fixed is, so it used to be one person got it and that was it. It was done. And you could have been this close to getting it and you've been working the whole game and all of a sudden now you get nothing. Now there's, well, if you get it in the same round as somebody, everybody's going to get it. But even if you get it the next round, you're going to get a smaller bonus still. You're not just, you know, cut out because you didn't, you know, you were just that close to getting it and somebody beat you to it. So that's nice. And that should make the games a little tighter, I believe. They got a bunch of small cards here. This looks like the Automa, which is like not even just for solo play. You can play if you're playing 2-player or 3-player, and you just want to add like an extra person to basically challenge yourself because there's 3 tiers of difficulty. You can add that player in, and the nice thing about that is, oh, these things are so beautiful. So these are the player boards. On the back side of the player board is the Automa board. So you just choose any one you're not using, and that will all be done on the back of this, and that's what that secondary rulebook in there is for. But this thing here, like, I love the art on all of these. They open up. Oh, beautiful dual layer player board, and they do so many smart things, like the way you keep track of your resources. So there's a 0, 10, and 20. So you're going to use like 2 cubes for each resource. So you'll start at the 0, and then you put your other one, you know, in the slot here. But it's not just one slot, so the cube can free slide. And you're like, oh, I bumped it. Which one is in? It steps up and down, so it kind of locks that cube in place on the number you're on. And another just a smart design to, you know, because while the dual layer boards are nice, sometimes if it's just one line, and that can still get bumped a little bit and slide. And you're like, shoot, was that a 1 or 2? It's at like 1.5. I forget which one I was at. Now there's just no question. It moves up and down accordingly. It's easy to keep track of your bits. We've got the dual layer for the guilds here, which I believe that inside some of this cardboard, this is another one of the things they changed. In the original version, you only had 1 locked out guild space here for an upgrade, and now there's 2. So it kind of helps to make you, well, it forces you to unlock 2 different times instead of just the 1 time, because it was the engine starts running and it was revving up so fast when you had 3 guilds right away. So it makes you pay to put the brakes on a little bit because, like I said, your engine is going right away. Looks like another thing they changed. They used to have the contract fulfillment slots like up here with like the finishes and stuff that you could add to that, and they put those on the side, so you can just kind of tuck the cards in and have them kind of splay out to the side here. And up here is like your trading and where you're at with the trading. And then as you buy your upgrades, you'll just slot in the new upgraded trading or the new upgraded forges, either one, right onto your board, and then all that information is right there for you. So. But that is awesome. But let's look at all these. There's this guy. He's probably my favorite one. Even though I usually play yellow, the blue guy. I love that. It's almost like the gecko, right? It's I forget what kind of. It's like some sort of weasel or something on there. But he's hilarious. We got the ravens, and then we've got the raccoon and the squirrel. So yeah. But they all have on the back. So it doesn't matter which one you want to play. It has that thing on the back side to do the Automa player that you can add in. And they're all beautiful. It is like hardly any warpage at all. Like it looks flat, and being a dual layer board that can just lay flat like that, like so many of them like tend to really bow and warp, but I feel like this heft is going to help keep it laid down. So we take a look at this final insert. Ooh, yeah, upgraded first player token. Can you hear that? Yeah, that's hefty. I like that. I'm always a fan of upgraded bits. Any secrets underneath? Always look underneath your inserts. Anytime you open up a game, doesn't matter what game it is, you never know. There's secrets hidden sometimes, so we'll check and see. No secrets in this one, womp. But, like I said, you never know until you look, and you don't want to get rid of a game, and then you're like, wait, what? There was something underneath the insert. Always look underneath your inserts, because you never know. Let's see if we can get everything back in here. These guys are going to slip right inside there. That seems pretty nice. Fit down inside, and then I believe this board here was next. And then it looks like there's all these little wells inside this insert, and then that's where we're going to fit all of our tokens, right? So these little the guild members here, they will go. There's a slot for each one to go in there. They've got these coins here, but I believe there was a stretch goal for the coins. And then we have all of our bits here, all of our mystic goods, our ember gems, our mithril, our dragon scales, and our action tokens. We're taking all those bonus actions. So yeah, I am excited to get this to the table. We're going to a little convention thing this weekend, and so I wanted to come in here before work today and get this done so we can play it like crazy this weekend. So this is what you're gonna get, and I think you're gonna get your money's worth, and you're gonna be happy. So thanks for watching. If you found this content useful, please like, subscribe, do all the things below. If you're so inclined, we do have a Patreon, and we would appreciate that as well. But until next time, I'm Bob.
And you can say the title's only 3 words.